actually, Merry Christmas. This is Lori from My Garden in Bloom. I garden in Zone 8B up here in Oregon. We had a really bad, actually, that's not snow, it's frozen sleet. And then on top of that, we had ice. So we had a bit of a cold spell. Anyway, just checking on my garden, my flower beds for right now. These are my dahlias. I have a video on here about how I put what I call putting my dahlias to bed. Looks like that needs cut back for the winter. I have some lilies right there, and there's another beautiful dahlia right there that I'm going to actually move. Hydrangeas, they'll make it through anything. Azaleas too. There is a daisy, a Shasta daisy, which I'm thinking about moving that. Is there something I want to put out here? Anyway, I didn't get those zinnias pulled up. There is a petunia, which I would say it finally died. This last storm did it in. There's another flower basket that I just have annuals in. The fern will do well, the hydrangea, the rhododendron. And underneath there I have some columbine. They look like they're doing pretty good. See, I planted them there in that container. Then I have lamium. Lamium will do fine. I planted a whole drift of iris right here, which I have a video about that. There's my hibiscus, which that'll be the last thing to come up in the spring. Have some more lilies. So I just kind of have it marked where they are. I think that the geraniums, I think this storm did them in. Oh, and I need to cut back my phlox. My other two phlox, I have cut those back, but I need to get those cut back. Probably come out here. Gotta make sure there's no more freezing temperatures when I do it. I have some lilies there, and that is actually a delphinium, a beautiful delphinium. And I wanted the seeds. I wanted to see if I could winter sow the seeds, and I purposely, let them grow and then shook the branches after they had gone to seed and everything. But I think the birds ate all the seeds. They were over here constantly. I have some lilies there. I have some annuals in this garden, so they're gone, but there's a hydrangea, which, I don't know. Does it got any buds on it? It doesn't look too good. Sometimes plants don't make it when you have a hard snap like that. Ooh, my pot cracked. I worried about that. Oh, look at, there's ice in it. Oh, cracked on both sides. Well, that thing's going in the garbage. Over here, I was really worried about, there's nothing that you can do when you have a storm like that, but that's a new little hydrangea. And there's one that's about 3 years old, so I'm hoping the best for that one. Corbels, they'll do fine. GM and some more daisies, they'll do fine too. I don't think that I think it's basil. I don't think it made it. Oh, and back there I have some snapdragons, and then there's another delphinium right there, which I was hoping the same thing, that it would seed, but I think the birds came over here, and I fed them constantly, but they've been in my flower beds. There's a dahlia that I just love right there. Oh, and I have some salvia, which they're fine. They'll come back. And with peonies, they'll come back up. These just need to be pulled up. They're just annual salvias, so they won't make it through that storm. Pincushion, there's some stock. Oh, sorry, blocks. And look at this Edom. They're starting to grow back. Back here I have a bunch of dahlias, different dahlias grown. Oh, their little name tags flipped over. Some more sedum. Okay, let's go to the front yard. Really nice little garden bed over here. There's daylilies, some grasses. There's daffodils in here that'll pop up in a couple of months. iris, creeping phlox. Let's see what else I have quite. And then on the driveway, I'm not going to walk up the driveway. It's still kind of icy. Have some dahlias up there, and then some salvia that isn't perennial, so it'll come back. And even though they don't look very good, this is the worst that I've seen them look all year. This is lemon coral sedum. Had like 5 bunches, but you know what? I think that it'll come back. They're pretty hardy. Oh, sorry about all the squishing. My biggest dahlia bed is right there. All the dahlias are sleeping. I have daisies. I have asters. I have some stock right there, but I don't think that they'll come back. But I have so many seeds saved from last year that I'll just reseed them. I'm surprised that things are still kind of looking okay up here in the... You should have seen it. It was like in the teens, which we hardly ever get that cold. It was in the teens and the wind was blowing 30 miles an hour. That is a hardy this is African daisy. I don't know, I think that probably had it. This is some sage, but I think this, it'll make it. Oh, lavender, excuse me. This is lavender. I think the lavender will make it. Rebecca back there. My favorite daylily. See it down there. So that's the way things look in a winter garden. Really. Here's some more little calla lilies that I just love. Salvia, a hot lip salvia. Now we have a couple of things back here, some shrubs, but they'll all do fine in the winter. You know why there's so many birds? Because I feed them in the backyard and they know it. I fed them all through that really cold weather. This is my new garden. It's going to look totally different next year. We took out this huge hydrangea. It was like 9 feet tall. It was taking everything over and it hardly ever bloomed. But I've planted a couple of things in there. Daisies, there's some peonies. My rose is back there. I'm going to try to get this thing removed. Wally doesn't want to, but I don't want it there. I want to have a little boxwood hedge right around there and have like a, oh, not a rose garden, but a cottage garden. There's Frosty. He handled it in the snow, but anyway, there's a lot of things down here that are annuals. They probably, even though I got, look at this pink cushion. Look at how strong these plants are. It has blooms on it. Little buds. Rebecca, I left my, echinacea, I'm sorry. I left my echinacea seed heads on there, and the birds came by and ate a lot of them. A lot of them. That's what they're supposed to do. I need to cut that salvia back. That's a perennial, too. So that's how my garden looks after probably about 4 days of real nasty weather. Oh, look at this. Can you believe that? It's actually blooming. That's Veronica. Hardy, that shows you. Those are hardy plants. Goodness. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you had a bad storm like we did, at least 4 days of way down in the teens and sleet, and now it's going up into the 50s, but remember to go out and kind of check on your garden, see how it's doing, see how things are going. Probably in the next week I'll be able to go see what really made it and what didn't. But it's okay. That's what gardening's all about. You go through the seasons. You put things to bed and hope that they make it through the winter. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all. Pretty soon, Happy New Year's in 2023. May it be a prosperous year for everyone.